Hey guys, Romie Reviews here. This is probably your first time watching me, but if it isn't, welcome back. If it is, welcome. Jersey Shore family vacation. So quick little backstory. Just like everyone else, when I saw that they were doing something together again, I was excited. When it got close to the time, I got nervous. I said, wait a minute now. Oh, I was like, oh Lord, but they're older and they have established lives, established brands. They're all in different spaces. What if they can't go into... I was wrong. And I'm thankful I was wrong. Oh, it felt so great watching this show again. Because I was in high school when this show came out. I mean, when Jersey Shore originally came out. And man, it just felt right. It really did feel like they picked up where they left off. How the show first started is we saw everyone's family life. Vinny doesn't live at home anymore. He has a girlfriend. Mike has to do with the court stuff. He's still with his girlfriend that we saw on Marriage, whatever it was, boot camp. Oh. Ronnie has a baby mama. I said, oh, why have things changed? Snooki has 2 kids with Gianni. Fun fact, I actually went to the same college with Gianni and we were in the same class for a part of a semester. And that was while Jersey Shore was still happening. So that was interesting within itself. Really cool, laid back guy. Not like I talked to him much, but you know, clearly he wasn't trying to be in the spotlight or anything. JWoww is still with her dude and she has 2 kids, Dina. The big update for her is her father passed away, and that's really sad. That's really sad because we know how she was with her family in general, but especially with her dad. So they make a pit stop. They go to the Jersey Shore first because they're actually going to have fun in Miami. Because I said, wait a minute, it's cold. It's cold here. So that's not going to work. They went to the t-shirt shop where, remember when everyone worked there, or I should really say mainly the ladies worked there kind of every once in a while. Everyone kind of slacked. Let's just call it what it is. Everyone kind of slacked, but Snooki went to get the duck phone. I said, oh, the old Shore house. Ooh, why does it still look the same? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, it's the whole thing. Vinny, it's funny because Vinny, you can't call him babyface anymore because he's on a new diet, exercises a lot more. Obviously, the ladies look slightly different because they got the fillers and they got the injections, and Snooki got the boob job, and you know, but they don't look bad. So that's all that matters, really. This is when the ladies find out that Mike, and clearly this wasn't meant to be a situation where, okay, everyone just talks about out loud, because Jenny took that phone quickly, took it off the speaker. Mike said, look, he could be going to jail possibly for 10 years. Ronnie lets Paulie know. Paulie still looks the same. That is the main person who still looks the same, because Paulie's lifestyle never changed. He DJs and he's just loaded now. That's the only difference. He was already on his way on the show, but now he's just loaded. Got the rolls, I said, Paulie, we knew you could do it. We're so proud. That is, I really appreciated seeing all of that and kind of reminding me, like, dang it, you really did the dang thing. But he's in Vegas, Ronnie's in Vegas. So this is episode 1 is when everyone's slowly coming together. And again, Mike, he's definitely not coming into the house the same time as everyone else, but it even brought flashbacks of how when they would come into the house in like different groups and how they would react, and then the first night they would get ripped, and it was just nice. So the ladies got there first, minus Sammy. Sammy's sweetheart isn't joining. We know for a fact it's mainly because of Ronnie. I know she said there was other contractual obligations with the different show, but let's be very clear, she didn't want to go and do anything at all. There's different ways you can do stuff with this show. So That's why I said, look, we get it. She didn't want to go and relive the past. Ronnie's a little over it, but he's just going to have to get over it. He got over it really fast once he saw that house. I said, oh my gosh. From that small shore house, party house, to this. They have like a villa to themselves. I said, this works. Because I didn't want to see these grown people in this. So this works. They have the infinity pool. They have the view of yachts. The house is super clean. Well, temporarily. I mean, let's call it what it is. And there's already some tension between Dina and Ronnie. Because Dina's really close friends with Sammy. And Ronnie isn't. Ronnie and Sammy, they're no longer clicky. Because Ronnie lets me know that he did cheat on her and she found out, so she was officially done. So there is that. The other part is when Dina's father died, Ronnie was the only one who didn't show up or didn't say anything. No text message, no call. They get to that a little bit later, but excuse me. Of course, that's going to be a sore subject. But it was so great because they were already a little litty. Already a little bit all over each other like good times. Everyone looking at it being like, oh my god, who is that? No more baby face. But wait, where's Mike? So that's again when they get the confirmation that Mike had to go to court. This is when he's gonna find out what's gonna happen. For this show, I love how even the commercials went by quickly. Well, actually, I was watching it a little bit later, so I was able to get through. Fast forward through the commercials, but even when I wasn't able to anymore, I said, "Oh wow, this is moving fast," and even the tongue-in-cheek background music and sound effects, it just felt great. It felt great. It felt right. I'm just so happy that this isn't like what happened before, where and they are doing a season 2 already, where I got into Jersey Shore later, when I think it was like half the season was already done, or the majority of it was already done. They were doing that marathon, and my classmates in high school were like GTL doing all this stuff. I was like, what is this? What are they talking about? And I went home, spent the whole weekend watching this, and said, Mom, you gotta watch this. This is some of the best trash TV I've ever seen in my life. You must watch. You must watch. Of course, there was a little dig about, look, well, Mike will be here if he pays taxes. Paulie's a mess when he said that. And I forgot that Paulie's a good little instigator, because he's so likable that the way that he does and how he times it, you don't get mad. Paulie really could say anything. He's just like, why would you say that? But you're still laughing. Oh. Snooki thinking she can still be the pickle queen. That was interesting. I said, oh, no, can't do it anymore. Oh, okay, got it. Paulie then decides, you know what? Something is missing. I know we're waiting for Mike, but there's one more thing that we need. So Paulie brings out this duffel bag. I go, what is that? And it was moving around. It definitely was moving around on its own. So we were all looking at it like, Paulie, did you kill someone? Is Sam in there? Is Mike in there? We were half right. Sam was in there. A big life-size doll of Sam. And I said, that thing's expensive. Because it was even customized to have her sayings. Like, I'm the sweetest bitch you'll ever meet. Right? I'm done with you. You're dead. Sam had some of the best lines. And it was out of horrible situations, so it should be funny. And, you know, the guys were hoisting her up and doing all this stuff. And I said, uh-oh. I said, uh-oh. Oh, I don't know how this is going to go over. This could get very bad. I'm like, don't do anything sexual. Don't do anything sexual. Don't go too far. You're not kids anymore. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. But that was crazy. That was crazy. Dina's over it because that's her friend. She's not going to let anyone talk to her friend. So then the first minor verbal thing was with Dina and Ronnie, because Ronnie said, I know that you two are friends. Don't worry about it. Just don't fight her battles for her while she's in there. And I agree. You don't have to go and laugh with everyone else. But to go, and they're like, no, don't do that. She didn't show up. She was a part of the crew. She was part of what made the magic, and so they're fine with feeling how they feel. But as long as you don't crucify her for it, because her time on that show was a mess. It was a mess. It was a wreck. It wasn't a nice time. So I understand that why she wouldn't want to be there, per se. Suki has a duck phone, so they set up the duck phone. It was nice times. And what happened? Oh, Mike called the duck phone, and that's when he said he actually pled guilty just to get less time, get it out of the way. Here's how this really works, people. If he was innocent without a shadow of a doubt and could prove it, then he wouldn't have pled guilty. But because both of those things didn't work, because you can be innocent, but if you can't prove it, it doesn't matter. And if you aren't innocent, someone will find it. That's one of those things where they can check and do the numbers type of thing. So you're more screwed that way. But he's allowed to come, so he's going to be coming. And it was just weird. That doll, though, the way how they had Snooki trying to move that doll from the downstairs. I said, Snooki, that doll is bigger than you, and you expect to move it. That was funny. At one point, she actually hit the doll in the face, and the eye rolled back. I said, "Oh, Sammy must hate you guys." No, it's their first, group DR session, and the guys and the girls are traveling separately. They're going to the club, and it felt like old times. But I'm glad that JWoww said what she said, because actually, are we still calling her JWoww? I guess we'll call her Jenny. I guess so. Jenny made it very clear this is different. People aren't really dancing or doing. Everyone kind of wants to be seen and just do a little head bop and a little shoulder lean. I said, yeah, that's how clubbing is nowadays. At least here in the States, in a lot of areas. Not everywhere, thankfully. So they're doing their usual. They're having a good time. They're being the beat up. Vinny is doing this thing where he's pretending like he's locksmith. He's unlocking the door, and then he's kicking it wide open. And they're kicking the place apart. I said, oh, okay. The elephant in the room is Dina versus Ronnie, because Dina wants the apology from Ronnie. And because of that, a lot also aligned with their issue of she's friends with Sammy. He's no longer with Sammy. It's just a huge conflict of interest between the two of them. But Snooki gets her usual overly wasted, and because of that, they have to leave. They have to leave the club. Paulie has to leave his Latin lover. And Snooki actually fell out on the ground. I said, Snooki, come on now. Snooki, get it together. That's not cute. No, get it together. Come on. So that was it for episode 1. I want to split this up. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week. Oh yeah, I'm doing episode 2 right now.